sweet sound was barely ever registering. This is Tim Stewart, Giants Trade Talk, powered by Online Big Blue LLC. It looks like Darren Waller is going to make a decision by next week's mandatory minicamp about his playing time and his future with the New York Giants. And a 31-year-old tight end looks like he's calling it a career. Or maybe he's calling it a career for the Giants. But there is discussions, evidently, that are operating around through the Giant offseason that Waller will retire, which is one of the reasons that the Giants reached out and drafted Theo Johnson in the 4th round. Waller, we barely knew you. This should be no surprise to the Giants. Waller, of course, is in the middle of a divorce from his current wife of a year, Miss Plum, who also plays for the Las Vegas Aces. And he looks like he spoke recently about prioritizing mental health. Well, watching the Giants, you really do have to prioritize mental health, and that's truly not a joke. He struggled to stay healthy the last 3 years, and I love it that so many Giant fans when we got him was like, "Well, such a steal." And I kept telling people he's on the wrong side of 30, 2 years removed from his best season. He's got hamstring issues, and we've talked about it before with the great Ricky Henderson. You know, once you hurt your hammy, you know that's about it. Especially when you're getting on or more towards the end of your career. The Giants are going to save some money if he retires, which is great, which is good news. They could save about $11 million, which is nice. Which, you know, we have about maybe $1 million in cap space, if even that. I think we got like 800,000. It's still not going to help affect the issue we're going to have with the Rule of 51, where we're still about negative 31 million. But it's going to help a little bit, and there's still that contract out there that we need to restructure. And we know who that contract is going to be. It's going to be Daniel Jones, but he's going to wait. He's going to hold on to that card. Waller had 350 catches for 4,124 yards and 20 touchdowns in an 83-game career. Just wasn't a good fit. Really wasn't. Never saw it. I was concerned immediately during that preseason game against the Carolina Panthers, where Daniel Jones almost threw Waller into contact and got him beheaded. And you kind of thought it was going to go down from there. Well, again, we have Daniel Jones, the skill position killer, going all the way back to the Golden Tate era. Smooth sounds of Kenny G, Kadarius Toney, Evan Ingram, and now Waller. But don't worry, it's not Daniel Jones's fault. It's everyone else's fault. You know this. Waller had 52 receptions and 1 touchdown for 52 yards last year. He just couldn't stay on the field. Couldn't stay healthy. Played in 12 games. Like I said, and also the release of his new music video, which is Who Knew Her Perspective. And I love it because there's a scene where he's arguing with Plum at a picnic table and she drives away. What happened to men? Where did all the men go in this world? I would literally just like to know that. Where did all the men go? Are they hiding somewhere? Is there a glass case out there that says in case of war break glass, and there's a man sitting in there? This isn't a shock. This is not to be expected, and you kind of just got to leave it at that. You keep going out and trading assets and doing things to get all the weapons in the world for Daniel Jones because we did everything to screw this kid up. And every time we get somebody, they just disappear. I still feel bad for Golden Tate, the Golden Domer, the Golden Boy from Notre Dame. Everywhere that he went, from Seattle to the Eagles, he was lauded as a hero, as a consummate professional, as a team player, someone that everyone loved. He comes to the Giants, plays with Daniel Jones, and all of a sudden he's a malcontent. Evan Ingram couldn't catch a pass under Daniel Jones's watch, but somehow last year he caught the second most balls by a tight end in NFL history. Smooth sounds of Kenny G. His career just came here to die. Kadarius Toney, all the wonderment of Kadarius Toney, his best game came with Mike Glennon under center. So, I mean, but hey, it's everyone else's fault but ours. Stay tuned. New podcast. I'm going to have it in the link below. New podcast, new YouTube channel. It's called You're Gonna Need a Bigger Boat. It's basically we're going to investigate the paranormal, everything from alien landings to Bigfoots to Loch Ness Monster to anything you could possibly think of. We dropped the first promo video for it today. Again, it's going to be called You're Gonna Need a Bigger Boat. and we're going to explore everything in the paranormal realm. So I hope everyone can like, subscribe, and do all that fun stuff. First video is going to drop June 1st. It's going to be my interview with Bigfoot, so make sure you stay tuned for that. I'm very excited about this channel. Also, from the perspective of the fact that giant content is going to be slow coming out unless there's breaking news. I will do a live stream maybe once a week, but daily videos are probably going to be done until the start of the season. Only because of the fact that I do have a lot of other projects that I'm currently working on at the same time. So, but we will get to giant content as much as humanly possible. So make sure you stay tuned with that. But again, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to ring that bell because you want to know why. That'll be awesome.